Hello students, welcome to a lesson through the virtual training center of the Brihan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika. My name is Shraddha teacher, and in this lockdown period, since we are not able to go to school children, we will be doing many lessons here online through the virtual class. So come on, let's proceed to our lesson for today.
Students, our lesson for today will be a lesson in Standard 4th and the subject is English. And what will we learn today? We will learn a beautiful and an interesting lesson about collages. And the name of the lesson is a collage. Now, what is the meaning of a collage actually? Now, you can see so many things around this frame, isn't it? Out of those things, you can see a scissor, you can see some glue, all right, you can see some paints. So a collage is some kind of a thing which you make using scissors, using paint, using newspapers, using cloth, okay, and using some glue, etc., glue or gum, etc. So now let us try and find out what exactly a collage is, and we will also try to see what information we get from this particular collage that they have given us here in this textbook. And children, let me tell you a very interesting thing also, that the same lesson, a collage, you will learn when you grow up and you go to a higher class, that is in 7th standard English also, there is a lesson based on collage. So isn't that interesting? So if the textbook doesn't change and the syllabus doesn't change, when you reach a standard 7th, you will again learn a lesson about collage, but you will get some new information there. Okay, so that will be later. Now in today's lesson, let us look at what a collage is, and let us try and see what collage we are supposed to learn or see in this particular lesson. So a collage is what is this? Okay, so what can you see here? Actually, when you look at it at one glance, it is the drawing or image of a butterfly. Now when you try to look at it closely, okay, I cannot zoom it for you here children. When you try to look at it very closely, you will realize that this butterfly has not been painted. All right, no one has taken a paper and put a pencil to it and tried to paint this image. Then what is this butterfly about? If you look closely, you will see small square boxes. And when you look more closely at the square boxes, you will realize that these small square boxes are nothing but small pictures or small cutouts of something. Okay, some of them are newspaper pieces, some of them are pieces of paintings, some of them are pieces of photographs, etc. So finally, this is the meaning of a collage. So I tried to tell you what a collage is by showing you a picture of a collage. So what is a collage, children? A collage is when you stick something onto a background. Okay, let me make it more clear here. So let us see what a collage is. So when you stick materials onto a base. Now when you paint, what do? Many of us do painting, isn't it? You'll use watercolors, you'll use crayon colors to paint. So what do you do when you paint? When we paint, we take a paper or we take some material, like for example, we take a piece of cloth, and then we use the pencil or we use the crayon color or the watercolor to draw something on it. That is what we do when we paint. But what is this? This is a collage. So what is a collage? A collage is when you stick some material onto a base. Now the base can be paper, it can be fabric. Fabric means what? Any type of cloth. Okay, it can be ribbons, it can be any object. When you stick something onto a paper, a piece of fabric, etc., then that thing which you make in the end is called as a collage. For example, see, to make a collage, you will need all these things. So I will need a gum, or I will need a glue, all right, or Fevicol or something like that. And I might need any of these things. I might need paper, or I might need fabric, okay, or I might need all these things which you can see, tiny things, beads or ribbons, which I can stick onto this paper or this fabric and create a design. So a collage is nothing but it is a work of art. Okay, it is something like drawing, it is something like craft, it is something like paper cutting. So it is a kind of an art. All right, collage. Look at the spelling, Collage, collage. So collage means when you stick something onto a base, and the something could be anything. It could be ribbons, or it could be beads, it could be paper cuttings, it could be anything. All right, and the base also can be anything. It can be paper, it can be fabric, it can be anything. All right, so this which you make is called as a collage. Now let us look at how a collage is made. So a small and quick image of how a collage is made. See, he's sticking something now. Can you see? He's taken a base of paper, he's sticking golden paper on it, and then he stuck the head of a camel, and then he stuck the leg of a man, and he decided that it doesn't match. Okay, so he's changing it. All right. Did you understand how a collage is made? This is a little bit fast, but I'll keep showing you this again and again, so I'm sure you will understand. See, this is a plain paper. He stuck one golden rectangle on it, and he's trying to stick various images so that the final collage will make sense. Okay, so he stuck the head of a camel first, and then he picked up the leg of a man, and then he realized, oh, this will not match, and then he changed it. Okay, so this is the way in which you make a collage. So this is how people make collages. All right, here the material which is used is a piece of paper. You can even stick this onto fabric or cloth. Isn't it interesting? And is it in something different? When you get tired of painting, you can make use of this technique, and you can make beautiful collages. And it is not necessary, children, that you need expensive material. You can just pick up the newspaper, the old newspaper, and you can cut designs from it and paste it on a piece of paper and then make a collage. Okay, so collages may be about various subjects or about various things. So come on, let us look at a collage here. So this is a collage about sports. So you can see various forms of sports which has been shown in this collage. Okay, you have a girl playing badminton, you have a boy playing football, okay, another person is swimming, one girl is playing basketball. So these are different types of games or sports, and they have tried to show all the types of games and sports possible on one page. So this is a collage. It is a collage about sports. All right, now let us look at one more type of collage. See, this is a collage about what? Can you guess? Yes, it is a collage about animals. They have not cut anything here, but they have made use of photographs of animals. So here you can see a fox, you can see an owl, and a lion growling in the center. Okay, a bear lazing, and then you can also see many other birds. You can see cranes, you can see deer, etc. Okay, so this is a collage about animals, or a collage which has been made in order to show animals. Let us look at one more collage now. Yes, so what is this collage about? This collage is about food. Is your mouth watering now? So what all kind of food can you see on this? Let us try and search. So you can see some kind of vadas, you can see dosas, you can see sandwiches. Okay, so this is a beautiful collage about food. Now, why do people make such collages, children? Now, suppose someone wants to open a hotel or a restaurant, then what they will do is they will make a collage of all the different kinds of food material. Okay, so this is a collage about food material. Now, today we are going to talk about a person in the collage that we have in our textbooks. And this person is a very, very famous sports personality. So I'm sure that everyone, not only in India, but anyone who knows anything about sports and cricket will definitely know who this person is. So yes, in this collage, we are going to talk about Sachin Tendulkar. Who's Sachin Tendulkar? He is one of the most famous cricketers of not only India but also the world. Okay. Now in this particular collage about Sachin Tendulkar, you can see Sachin Tendulkar doing various things. Okay, so in one picture he is batting, in the other picture he is running up to bowl. Okay, and then you will see that he's held up a trophy which he has got, or a cup that he has got, and you will just see him playing with his ball. And if you look closely at Sachin Tendulkar, you will also see that there are about various ages in his life. That is, he was not the same age in all these pictures. In some pictures he is very young. For example, in the picture with the ball, see, he's such a small child there, hardly 12 or 13 years old. Whereas in the one with the trophy, he's a little bit elder. Isn't it? So this is a collage about Sachin Tendulkar. And the collage that we have in the book, we will also read it. There you will get a lot of information about Sachin Tendulkar. So remember, this is not a lesson about Sachin Tendulkar, but this is a lesson about collages. But we are going to see how collages will give us information or more information about something. So how we can learn a language from a collage. That is what we are looking at today. So see, this is the collage about Sachin Tendulkar in your textbook. Okay, so you see his picture and you see his name on top, and there is a lot of small pieces of information about him. So it is very difficult to read all those pieces of information on one page. So come on, I've broken it up and I've taken it on different pictures. So let us try and understand more about Sachin Tendulkar using this particular collage. And remember, these kind of collages can be made for any subject. Now this is about Sachin Tendulkar, who is a cricketer, but you can make this kind of collage for any subject. You can make it about a collage about the COVID pandemic which is happening now. You can make a collage about online classes. Okay, you can make a collage about your favorite food. You can make a collage about your school, about your favorite teacher. Okay, any subject you can choose, and you can collect pictures and you can make a collage on it. Alright, so now since this is there in our textbook, let us practice some language by trying to read and trying to understand the collage about Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar. So see, this is one piece of information that you will get from this collage. That is, when was Sachin Tendulkar born? He was born on the 24th of April 1973. Okay, then you will also see information about the matches that he has played. So cricketers, children, they play two kinds of matches. They play test matches and they play one-day international matches, and nowadays they play the 2020 matches also. Okay, the T20s that we call. So now Sachin Tendulkar, he played his first test match on the 15th of November 1989 versus Pakistan. He played with Pakistan, and his first ODI, that is his one-day international match, was also against Pakistan on the 18th of December 1989. Alright, so see, you got information about what is the meaning of ODI and what is the meaning of a test match in cricket language. Okay, let us move on and let us talk about how we get information about the birth or when Sachin Tendulkar was born from this particular collage, isn't it? Let us see some more information. So see here, you get to see how he played matches against Tendulkar, etc., against Pakistan, etc. Alright, so this is an image of Sachin Tendulkar playing his first test match against Pakistan. Alright, so this information we got from this collage, isn't it? Let us look at the other pieces of information that we get from this collage. So see how many ODI centuries did he make? Century means how much, children? 100. A century means 100. So a century can mean 100 years. If it is about years, about runs, then you can say 100 runs make one century. You know, in cricket they do these runs. They run from one end of the pitch to the other. Alright, so how many centuries has Sachin Tendulkar made in his career? He has made 49 one-day international centuries. He has made 96 half centuries. Now, one century means 100, so half century means 50 runs. Okay, how many totally runs he has made? He has made 18,426 runs in one-day international matches. Alright, and he has made 51 centuries in test matches. Okay, century means what did I tell you now? 100 runs. Alright, and then he has made 15,921 test runs, that is runs in the test matches. So children, this is a huge record. Alright, it is not a small achievement. And then we will also see that his last match was on the 14th of November 2013. Now he was born in 1973 and he played his last match in 2013. That means when he was 40 years old, he retired from the game of cricket. Okay, his last match was against West Indies, that is his last test match was against West Indies, and his last one-day international match was against Pakistan. So this is the multiple information that you get about Sachin Tendulkar from this particular collage. So are you getting an idea of how you can make a collage about anything? You can use any information related to that person or that place or that thing and make a collage like this. Now see, this collage also tells us about the world records that Sachin Tendulkar made. So he is the first player to score a double century. Double century is what? 200 runs. Century means 100, so double means 200. He has played the highest number of test matches, maximum number of test matches he has played. He is the only cricketer to score 100 centuries. So he scored 100 centuries in international cricket. He is the only player to score 50 centuries in test cricket, and he is the first batsman to score 15,000 runs in test cricket. So these are all information about Sachin Tendulkar if you're interested in cricket, and if you will understand more about this. Okay, if you're not interested in cricket, you might not be very interested in these numbers. Now there is one very interesting thing about Sachin Tendulkar that we learn from this page. That is, he holds the world record for having the highest number of world records. So he is the person who's got the highest number of world records. So isn't that interesting? Now let us look at one more achievement about Sachin Tendulkar. See here. These are the honors, or these are the awards which Sachin Tendulkar has been given by the government of India, or the government of, you can say, Maharashtra. So he has won the Arjuna Award, he has won the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna, he has won the Padma Shri, he has won the Maharashtra Bhushan Award, the Padma Vibhushan Award, and the Bharat Ratna Award. These are all awards which are given to civilians, that is people like you and me who are not in the army. Okay, so this is so much information, and see, so many new words also you learnt in English here. You learned the meaning of ODI, you learned the meaning of century. So this is why such kind of collages are important, because they teach you how to use language also. Okay, so Sachin Tendulkar received all these awards, and one more special thing about him is he was the youngest recipient of the Bharat Ratna award. So can you see, he's receiving the Bharat Ratna from our ex-president Pranab Mukherjee sir. Okay, so he is the youngest recipient of the Bharat Ratna award. All right, so you can see a medal in his neck and this citation which he is being given. Okay, so see, so much information you got about Sachin Tendulkar. Now there is a new word in this, recipient. I will tell you what it means when we come to that part of the lesson. So see, this is a collage which a child like you has made about his favorite cricketer, that is Sachin Tendulkar. Okay, so you can see he has written so many things here and he has pasted so many pictures from the games which Sachin has played. And if you can notice here, see these are these patches which he has used in order to stick these pictures. Alright, so he has used some kind of sellotape kind of a thing to stick these pictures, and it is a beautiful collage about Sachin Tendulkar. So this is a different one. The one which we saw previously was a different one. Okay, now in this, once again, finally, let us see what a collage is. So a collage is an artistic arrangement. Artistic arrangement means when I was showing you the picture of how to make a collage, in that you saw that the man tried to paste the leg of a human being to the head of a camel. That would not have looked very bad, isn't it? It would not have been artistic at all. So a collage is an artistic arrangement of paper cutouts, pictures, photographs, text. Text means something which you write, but you'll have to write it on a piece of paper and then paste it. You can make a collage on a single topic, or you may bring together various topics and ideas in a collage. So let us see at a 4th standard level. Suppose I ask you to make a collage on wild animals. Okay, let's see what kind of collage you can make. See here, such a beautiful collage, isn't it? About wild animals. Okay, and then there is one more collage where a child has made a fish by cutting pieces of paper and sticking it on to a page. So you can see here the fish made with beautiful kite paper. So the blue kite paper shows water there. There is a green kite paper which has been cut and pasted there to show grass or some kind of you can say plant underwater. And then the fish itself is made up of purple, yellow, orange, red kite paper, and there are bubbles also coming out of the mouth of the fish. Can you see? So this is how you make a collage. So come on, I will give you a small assignment, you can say. You make a collage of your school. Alright, so what will you do? You can try to take a newspaper and make a cutout of your school, write the name of your school, cut it and paste it on the cutout, etc. So try and see how you can make a beautiful collage of your school. So let us see some meanings here now. So what is the meaning of a recipient? So a recipient means a person or a thing that receives or is awarded something. So you know there is a person who gives the award and there is a person who gets the award. So the person who gets something is called as the recipient. So see how it is said, it is a big word. It is a recipient. Okay, let us look at examples here. So see, the dog is the recipient of the bone in this picture. Alright, the dog is being given the bone. The man is the giver and the dog is the recipient. One more picture of a recipient. See here, the girl is the recipient of the gift given by the boy. Alright, so this is the meaning of the word recipient. We will look at a few words which are there in your textbook. Let us look at the next one now. Touching. So touching has got many meanings, children. So for example, sometimes in your class you complain to your teacher. You say, teacher, she is touching my hair. Okay, or you say, teacher, she's touching my book. That touching is different. The touching here in this particular lesson is about feelings. So when something makes you feel deeply, there are some deep thoughts which come to you, or you feel very deeply about something, then it is called as touching. Okay, so this deep feeling can be feelings of happiness, or it can be feelings of sorrow also. Okay, so when you feel deeply about something, then that is called as being touched, or a touching thing. Then let's look at some more meanings. So you have media. So what is the meaning of media? Now if you put on the TV, you are looking at a source of media. When you read a newspaper, you're looking at something which is related to media. So what is media? All the organizations such as newspapers and televisions that provide news and information is called as media. So from any place from which you can get news and information is called media. So see, these are all the different examples or sources of media. So you have internet, radio, newspapers, televisions, magazines, all these are the different examples of media. You can get information from all these sources, isn't it? So these are all examples of media. And then you have complacent. So this is also a big word, children. According to your 4th standard level, this is a big word, but it is there in the textbook, so we have to do it. Okay, complacent. 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 So let us see what complacent is. Pleased with oneself and making no efforts to improve. So is complacent a positive thing, a good thing, or a negative thing? Complacent is not a very positive thing. Okay, it is something which is a little negative. Why? Because once you become complacent, you will not make any progress in life, because you will be happy doing what you're doing. For example, suppose in the 3rd standard, when you passed the 3rd standard, you got marks which were okay, but then it was not good, the marks were not very good. But in the 4th standard, you're complacent, you're happy, and you become a little lazy. So what is the meaning of complacent? Complacent means happy with what you are, and at the same time a little lazy to improve. Okay, a little lazy to do or to put in more hard work. Okay, a little lazy to put in more efforts. So that is the meaning of complacent. Now there are some more meanings in the textbook. So this is also one more exercise or assignment for you. You are supposed to find out the meaning of the other 2 or 3 words and try to make a collage making pictures of the meanings. So I showed you how to find out or how to make pictures. So see, for media, what have I done? I have posted, or I have collected pictures of newspaper and of magazine and things, and I posted it together. Okay, so in the same way, what will you do for the other 2 or 3 meanings which are there in the textbook? Try to collect pictures and then write the meaning also and make a collage. Alright, so let us come to the end of this lesson now, and let us end this lesson with the speech that Sachin Tendulkar gave when he took his retirement. Okay, so what did he say? Speech was a very long one, children, but we are not going to look at the entire speech here. We will just read a part of the speech here. So what did Sachin Tendulkar say? He said, I want to thank all the people who have supported me endlessly, whether I scored a 0 or I scored 100 plus. I've met so many guys who have fasted for me, prayed for me, done all sorts of things for me. Without all that, life wouldn't have been like this for me. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Time has flown by rather quickly, but the memories will be with me forever. So he is very happy and he's very thankful and he's very, very grateful to all the people who have loved him, supported him, and he's saying that people have also fasted for him, kept upvas or vrat for him. Okay, let's look at the last one now. Especially, now why is this written in dark words, children? Now I will want you to do one more thing. Try to go on to YouTube with the help of your parents and try to look at any match in which Sachin Tendulkar has played and he has scored a century. You will see people screaming out his name in a particular way. Okay, they used to say Sachin, Sachin. This is what they used to say. So he's saying that the way they used to say my name will reverberate. Reverberate means keep on playing again and again and again in my ears till I stop breathing. So he says that till the day he dies, he will remember the way people used to say Sachin, Sachin in the stadium. And it was not one person who used to say it, but the entire stadium full of people. They used to scream his name in one go. Alright, so children, see, we got so much information about Sachin Tendulkar from this particular collage, isn't it? And we also learned the meaning of so many new words. So, collage is not something which you just draw for fun, but collage is something which will give you a lot of language practice also. Isn't it? That is why we are learning it in English language. And like I told you, when you go to a little higher class, in standard 7th also, you will be learning about how a collage is made or how a collage is written or put together. So that is all for today, children. We saw what the meaning of a collage is and we saw how collages are made, and we looked at a collage about the very famous cricketer Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar.
So children, wasn't that a wonderful video? And did you enjoy watching it? So if you want to watch more such videos in future, then please like this video and also subscribe to our channel, the MCGM Portal for Education, and also hit the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video here. Thank you so much for now. Let's meet again soon.